How's it going, everybody? Hardcore Kid here, and today I'm going to be doing another commentary. And today's target is a young cadet who goes by the name of Kablam Bandicoot 64. Now, if you've never heard of Mr. Bandicoot, he's a commentator known for making a lot of really crappy videos commentating on the mysterious Mr. Enter, cartoons, and little kids in Chuck E. Cheese restaurants. Yeah. Now, commentaries on Mr. Enter aren't uncommon. Ever since his trolling video and video on satire, he became a huge bandwagon and hasn't recovered since. However, the problem with KB's commentaries is that he's a smug douche whose videos consist of forced jokes, poor and overly long arguments, and extreme hypocrisy, bitching about all the stupid little mistakes Mr. Enter does when, if you look at his channel, he's done the exact same thing in the past. Also, he throws in the ever-popular "no you" argument. Like when Mr. Enter does a review of The Annoying Orange, he goes ahead and says, "No, you're the one who's not funny, bleh."
You seriously need to rethink your life. Like, look at me. I'm in school band, Spanish, and advanced English. You don't see me screaming when all of those things get boring, and you're screaming about a children's show getting boring. I'd hate to see how you did in school, Enter. I really, really would hate to see it.
Yeah, so basically he's to Mr. Enter as to what A-Log was to Chris Chan, and what Clay Claymore was to O3 Be Good. So I went through some of his videos. I was going to do one on his commentary of Enter's review of The Annoying Orange, but I think MacBoy Redux covered it pretty well. So instead, I'm going to be covering one of his more recent videos, his Powerpuff Girls reboot rebuttal. That's right, the guy who bitches at a dude for reviewing cartoons is trying to defend a cartoon? What the fuck, Hippogriff? Anyway, let's begin.
It's party time!
Okay, that wasn't really that funny. I mean, like I said in my Breadwinners, on my commentary on that one guy who ranted on Breadwinners, I mean, I don't really mind twerk jokes, but that was a little pushing it, what with them being the Powerpuff Girls and all. But it wasn't really twerking, it was more of them just shaking their booties. I mean, that's a popular dance move. I know I did that when I was a kid. Hell, I still do it now when I dance.
Thank you for giving me those horrifying images. The last thing I need to see is some pale skinny white kid twerking against a fence post.
Come on. They only did it for like 3 seconds. Surely we haven't become this, like, overly sensitive as a society. I mean, it's just a silly little cartoon. Surely not everybody in the comment section of this video are a bunch of Enterbots, right? Right?
Oh, of course, because every single person who doesn't like the Powerpuff Girls reboot is automatically a Mr. Enter fanboy. Seriously, dude, why do you have such a hate boner for Mr. Enter? Hell, I'm not even a Mr. Enter fan anymore, but I can soundly say that I'm really trying to like the Powerpuff Girls reboot, but so far it's had a bit of a rough start. But there is plenty of time for improvement. Also, this video came out just a few weeks ago. Surely Weston has improved? Maybe?
Surely they're not man-babies who get overly sensitive about everything, right?
Now that my eardrums have been heavily beaten, I'll take that as a no.
Oy vey. Get a grip, people! Thought this was a kid's show. Well, guess what? It is a freaking kid's show. So let me get this straight. Just because girls, they have twerking for 3 seconds, that automatically makes it inappropriate, or inappropriate for kids, or not a kid's show. Guess what? It is a kid's show. It's just perverted, overly sensitive dorks like you trying to misinterpret everything and make everything seem like it really is worse than it is. My gosh. They only twerked, or even did somewhat twerking, just shaking their butts. They only did for like 2 seconds, 3 seconds maybe? My gosh. You people are treating it like they did that for the whole episode.
It's not just that these people are getting pissy just because there's twerking. There's also the toning down of the violence, the characters now acting all douchey, the animation hiccups. The show has a lot of problems, and I'd say the twerking is maybe 6 on the list of what's wrong with it.
And it's like I said in my last commentary, I don't particularly have problems with twerk jokes. This was a joke. They only did it like, what, once in the episode, really? I mean, come on, you people. And one more thing, I'm not a pedophile.
Are you sure?
And I hate pedophilia and pedophiles and the whole idea of it, but this isn't. I mean, come on, you people. It really, really isn't. They're not scantily clad. They're just having fun and dancing. My gosh.
Alright, I'm going a bit off topic here, but this is something I just want to suggest. You know how to slightly improve your videos? If you used a script. In his video on Mr. Enter's Annoying Orange review, he said that he only watched the first 2 minutes and gave up. So his commentary was just him going through the video snowblind and repeating the same points over and over again. Same problems occur in this video. It could probably be 2 minutes shorter if he wasn't stalling the entire time. And I know he said in one of his recent videos that he prefers to do improvisation rather than script, but really, dude, improv just doesn't work for you. I really think you're better off just writing all your notes down so you aren't making a complete cluttered mess of a video.
But you're gonna lose faith in an entire show just because they made a joke you didn't like? No, I would expect this crap from Teen Titans Go haters. Not that you guys are any better.
Well, Teen Titans Go is now in that phase where they're basically looking down on the haters who criticize the lame humor of the new show and say, yeah, we don't care. We just love fucking around and having a good time. You haters are just being soft. Also, how the fuck is this considered a bandy commentary? To me, it looks more like a Let's All Laugh at Fanboy Comments video. You're not commentating on shit. In fact, to me, you seem to be defending this show almost as much as the Enterbots defend Mr. Enter. Hypocrisy much?
I swear to Christ, if they do this kind of nonsense in the new Samurai Jack reboot, I'm gonna personally take a visit to Cartoon Network headquarters and shove a brick up the CEO's ass! Look at this guy. Just, what the heck is wrong with these people? You're talking about a completely different reboot, man! Wait a minute. People bringing up different reboots on a video about another reboot? Oh no, those guys are here too, aren't they? So is Teen Titans Go, but they didn't in that. Teen Titans Go sucks ass. It's like Teen Titans Go all over again. Meh. Teen Titans Go is looking pretty good now all of a sudden. I knew it, I freaking knew they would be here. Gosh, people, if you don't like Teen Titans Go, shut the hell up. That show's a dead topic. But at least comment on videos about that freaking show. My gosh, people. You know, I have a feeling if they worked at a Sonic, because at the moment Sonic sells Teen Titans Go toys, they would freaking take that box of kids' toys and throw it out the window. That's how little of a social life these freaks have.
Well, of course there are still going to be those comments of people bitching about Teen Titans Go. Hell, you can't really call it a dead topic when it airs on Cartoon Network all the time. Also, if you don't want to talk about Teen Titans Go, why bring it up? I thought you were commentating on people hating the Powerpuff Girls twerking, Maggle.
Way to go, Cartoon Network. Let's just sexualize every show you've got while you're at it. This is why I don't watch cartoons from this era anymore, because it's all about making children look sexy and spreading stupid behavior. I strongly advise everyone who sees this to just quit watching CN and find something better to watch. My God.
You mean have all the cartoons be portrayed by sexy girls? Fantastic. That means more of Raven's Badonkadonk.
Judging a whole decade of animation. Now, who does this remind me of? In all seriousness, though, putting Enter's baseless judgments aside, you make baseless judgments too. I mean, seriously. Not every cartoon to come out in the 2010 decade overly sexualizes minors like you say. You are an idiot. Idiot, 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 idiot. I'm sorry I'm getting so worked up.
Girl, stop pretending to be angry. Your acting sucks and you scare little children.
But these people and their idiotic, moronic, stupid complaints about something that really shouldn't be complained about really grinds my gears. I mean, come on, people. It's the Powerpuff Girls, and they didn't twerk, really. No. Come on, you freaking imbeciles.
No, girl. That was most definitely twerking. You could talk to Miley Cyrus, JBL, and every Dancing with the Stars winner, and they'll say that was definitely twerking. And I find it hilarious. You make fun of Mr. Enter fanboys who can't take criticism, and yet here are you getting worked up at people criticizing your favorite cartoon show. The hypocrisy is delicious. It tastes like tapioca pudding. And now I'm done. Hey Weston, want to know why people don't like your videos? It's not because they're butthurt fanboys, it's because your videos suck. These are some of the worst commentary videos I've ever seen. Rather than try to make points or counter-arguments, Kablam Bandicoot just bitches about how he hates Mr. Enter and calls anybody who disagrees with him an Enter fanboy. He drags out his points too long, his acting is absolutely cringeworthy, and he comes off as a complete hypocrite. I guess you could say he's a very shallow person, right, Clay? Anyway, that's all for now. Peace out, guys. Yo, what up, guys? HK in the his house, here with another sick commentary. And today I'm doing a commentary on this guy, right? This guy, he goes by the name of Dylan Thomas. And this little tank engine is crossed because somebody has been talking shit about his idol. Leafy is here, aka the guy who makes a shit ton of cash doing lame commentaries over video game footage. Let's hear what he has to say, yo!
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this as the intro to this video. I haven't done a DHT rant video in over a year. In over a year, nothing's gotten me to the point of breaking. I'm usually a calm and collective individual. I'll crack a joke here and there. I'll be friends with everybody who likes me. I will be friends with anybody who I can. I'm not a mad person. I am not an evil person. So this is your chance right now. Anybody who doesn't like these types of videos and doesn't want to hear me bitch and complain about the subject at hand, you can leave right now. I don't blame you. You can just dislike the video and go.
Whoa, man, calm down. Don't unleash your aggravations on your viewing audience. Let them understand the pain you're going through first.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Today on DHT, we'll be defending Leafy. Yeah, that's right, put away your pitchforks and you better back the fuck away from that gun. Today I will remind everybody why Leafy is here is not a bad channel and why we all just need to back the fuck off.
Oh, snap! People are saying bad things about Leafy is here? How dare people give a guy criticism? He should be treated as the saint he is, man!
Now, I was browsing the interwebs, and I was actually amazed how many people are against Leafy. Now here's the thing, people said, Dylan, Leafy needs to go back to the way he was. People said this on YouTube too, they're like, he needs to go back to the way he was. He needs to quit the clickbaiting and everything. Well, I'm gonna give you a fucking news flash. Leafy's always been like this. He's always been like this. And people are saying, Dylan, he fucking ran out of ideas, he's unoriginal. Leafy has always done this shit. He was doing commentaries, let's plays. Now he's doing the videos that he does. He's always been talking. That's his main thing. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, all the guy does is post fake thumbnails and video titles for all the sadists wanting to watch some cringy videos, only to find a guy playing video games mixed in with random clips. Because that's the best way to make money on the internets, right? False advertisement makes the moolah.
People are saying, oh yeah, Leafy's just as bad as the Reactionist. Well, first let me debunk that one. Reactionist, we complained up till next week about Reactionist because they took a video, played it in its entirety, and had their quote-unquote reactions at the bottom of the screen. Now, one thing you'll notice about Leafy it doesn't fit this category is that his face isn't in the video. So that kinda is a major blow to your theory right there.
So just because Leafy doesn't show his face means it carries no weight to those other so-called reaction videos? Even though Leafy is showing clips and expressing his thoughts, isn't he still technically doing the same thing?
Another key feature to reactionists that Leafy does not share is that they would upload their content directly. They would just have the video playing and their reaction at the bottom of the screen. Leafy shows part of the video, cuts it out, gives commentary, plays video, commentary, video, commentary. This is the way that I see reaction videos working. This is the best way to do a reaction video, because you get to make your point across with the clips, but then you also get to talk in between and give your reactions.
Of course! Doing cutaways on video footage is the proper way to make a commentary. Mystery Science Theater 3000? Totally does it wrong.
Now, people are saying, well, Dylan, he's going for the smaller YouTubers and he's a piece of shit. Well, then, let me target that claim. Now, some of the smaller channels that he's had featured on his page has ended up growing in subscriptions as of late. His fan base goes and subscribes to these people just being nice. If it wasn't for Leafy, they probably wouldn't have grew this fast.
And the reason why so many of these people subscribe to these channels is because they want to watch said users continue to make fools of themselves, so that they can pick on them for their own entertainment. They'll be trolled and humiliated even more, but at least they'll have more hits, right?
Another thing is, people couldn't understand what satire is. Now they're like, Dylan, it's just the excuse for it, it's just a prank, bro, it's all awful garbage. Well, in case you didn't know what a parody is, a parody means that you can say awful things in a joking manner, and not everyone's gonna think that it's funny. That's the main thing. And I get why a lot of you guys think that it's not funny. I'm not saying that you have to think it's funny. I'm just saying that you guys are starting to fucking disgust me.
And how exactly are Leafy's videos considered parodies? A parody is used to make direct imitations of something. Sort of like this black and yellow robot I'm driving around is imitating your sweet-ass video outline. Oh shit, I just lost your outline.
Like, I see Leafy sub count live streams. That shit is fucking awful. I see little fucking 12-year-olds saying, man, this channel needs to die. H3H3 is my lord and savior. All this hate directed toward Leafy, and according to Drama Alert, guess what? H3H3 didn't contact Leafy. So, I have a feeling that that little fucking bastard planned this shit out to begin with. Because lately on YouTube, it's been kill or be killed. They just keep targeting one person after another. I didn't mind when you targeted the prank channels, because those people are fucking garbage to begin with. I didn't mind when you targeted the fucking, reactionist. I didn't care, because those people fucking deserved it. But here's the thing, people like Leafy and Pyro, they speak their fucking mind. If you don't fucking like it, dislike the page, fucking unsubscribe. But to say that he needs to be fucking out of his job, needs to be out of subscriber, his page just needs to die, he needs to make new content because you don't like it, fuck off with that shit, seriously.
Well, unfortunately, the truth is there's always going to be those idiots trying to defend H3H3 or whoever, but you know what? Every popular YouTube channel is going to have those guys. Hell, even Leafy has the occasional fans who act this way. But is Leafy going to be affected by them? Is he going to close down his YouTube channel? No, he just ignores them and goes along with it. Why do you have to act so defensive against these guys?
You guys are fucking disgusting. And for newsflash, I'm gonna start doing videos like that. At first it was just gonna be for fun, but now it's just as a giant middle finger to anybody who's got a problem with those type of videos.
Oh damn the naysayers talking shit about Leafy Coon. God damn, son, those reactionists deserve the bullshit they get. But not Leafy, no. This isn't Cody Briscoe. This isn't Ryan Mills. This guy is 100% legit originality, home slice.
Another way you can look at it is that these are like reviews. He is reviewing these channels. He's reviewing these videos. Now you guys don't tell the angry video game nerd that he needs to go fuck himself because he thinks Friday the 13th sucked. You don't tell Nostalgia Critic to go eat a dick because he thought that Spawn sucked, or at least I hope you don't. You're not hoping that all these channels die because they happen to critique something, because that's stupid, and that's what Leafy's doing. He's throwing light critique at these channels, these pages. A little bit of critique never hurt anybody, and some dark humor is never a bad thing.
You know what? That is a good point. One of the main ideas of YouTube commentaries is to critique a video and tell said creator how they can improve any problems that they have. Basically, Leafy is doing the same thing that many a YouTube commentator does, but with less substance.
Another thing is when bigger YouTubers followings start saying for someone to go kill themselves on another person's page, everyone's like, oh, well that's just my fan base, don't worry about them, I can't control my fan base. How come that shit isn't applying to Leafy? How come none of you fuckers are saying, oh yeah, it's just Leafy's fan base that's attacking everyone, fucking ignore it, those people are crazy. You guys are saying, oh yeah, it's Leafy, all of them are Leafy. What the fuck? Like, when this was happening with Derek Savage and I Hate Everything, everyone didn't say, oh yeah, it's I Hate Everything just fucking bullying Derek Savage. No, we stood against this shit. And if you want to target a man's whole page, you're gonna have to fucking get through me, and I will put one fucking hell of a bitch fit into this. Like, I'm not gonna let this down. I'm not gonna let this stop.
Oh, so for the thousands who decide to thumbs down or make comments expressing their disdain for Leafy, they first have to deal with Mr. 1500 subs here? What are you going to do? Spam their pages with comments saying how good Leafy is? Threaten them with false DMCA claims on their rant videos?
So I'm just saying this now. If you like Leafy, good for you. Better to you. I don't care. If you think that Leafy's page needs to die, unsubscribe. You don't have to be subscribed to people. I don't get what's so complicated about that. If you're offended, comment down below. That's what the comment section is for. But I'm not gonna sit here and let you politically correct little bastards fucking rip apart a man and his page. I am from America. I live in America. If he wants to be an asshole, let him be an asshole. You have no right to tell him what to say, what to do, and what videos to make. And if you think this video is a little bit too real, this is me when I'm pushed past my point of redemption. I am fucking disgusted with YouTube. I am disgusted with how many people are making these videos to just get a quick buck. For anybody who wants to know, my videos aren't monetized. I'm not making any money from this. I don't even care about the attention. I am just fucking here to defend someone who honestly isn't getting enough defending on his own. I know I'm going off on a tangent here again, that's just kind of what happens, but I keep seeing these people who acted like they were cool with Leafy, like David is Gaming and fucking H3H3, showing their two-faced fucking faces, and they show their true intentions. Once someone's weak, they're fucking latching onto their ankles, trying to pull them down so they can climb up over them and be the uber elites of YouTube that they think they are.
Well, that pretty much does it for me. This video is a prime example of a guy who can't seem to accept the fact that people are making videos naysaying Leafy, regardless of how constructive, destructive, or logical they may be. I'm not a fan of Leafy at all. I personally think he's an unfunny hack whose commentaries are uneven, unfunny, really lack substance. There's plenty of YouTube commentators out there that you can check out, like Youngblood Fantasy 91 or some of those bop dudes. As for Leafy, well, he's not really worth the time. Until then, this is the Hardcore Kid, checking out, yo! How's it going, guys? Hardcore Kid here. Okay, so this video is going to cover a bit of a touchy subject, and one that unfortunately has become quite a large epidemic, and that is depression. Now, many people, including myself and a few friends, have gone through phases where we become so overwhelmed by issues in our lives. Thankfully, with some encouragement, we still continue to live and pursue our goals in our lives. And despite all the best efforts, there are still a lot of people that need our help. And right now, commentators SuperFunnyBros and Youngblood Fantasy 91 have set up a GoFundMe campaign for their friend Emmett, who's currently recovering from depression following personal altercations with his family. I'll post the link to the page in the video description. Unfortunately, like many anti-Kickstarter, anti-Indiegogo, anti-GoFundMe dudes, there come naysayers trying to bring these projects down. Enter Ephrom Josine, a commentator who has started to grow in some infamy in the commentary community for all the wrong reasons. Most of his rant videos consist of him blabbing a bunch of senseless bullshit, trying to spread false information, and thinking that he knows better than you people. And when some of his biggest inspirations are Ace Salieri, Clay Claymore, and The Amazing Atheist, well, then you know this kid's totally legit. So let's watch his rant video on SuperFunnyBros' GoFundMe campaign and debunk a few of his points.
So, remember a couple days ago when I discussed SuperFunnyBros' GoFundMe campaign? The one for a guy named Emmett. Well, if you remember, I had 2 problems with those, which we'll get to in a minute. But anyway, the video is entitled SuperFunnyBros Scams People on GoFundMe, so go watch it. Now.
I actually did watch the first video, and much of it was just him summarizing the campaign and only bringing up 2 major points about it. That video was 10 minutes long, and this is only 4, and he does bring up the same 2 points, so I find it easier just to commentate on this one.
Anyway, so why don't we sit here and talk about Youngblood's video advertising the campaign. Now, does any of this invalidate my original 2 points? Well, why don't we go through my original 2 points? Number 1, where's the proof? There is none. Again, it's just Youngblood's word. We have no proof from Emmett about any of this.
Youngblood happens to be good friends with Emmett, and if you had bothered to read the description of the GoFundMe campaign, you'd see that they're trying to raise money to get Emmett out of his parents' house and fly him to the East Coast. This is at least temporary until Emmett can find himself a good job and a happy living environment.
You know, and it really just clicked with me earlier. Wouldn't Emmett have been the first one to talk about this? Heck, even before the GoFundMe campaign. I checked his YouTube channel. The only things up there are remixes and a commentary. None of which bring this up. He doesn't bring it up in the comment or in the description or anything.
Given that Emmett was both mentally and physically abused by both his parents and his ex-boyfriend, do you really think he'd be in the right mindset to just turn on his camera and say that he's depressed and complimenting suicide? Plus, worst case scenario, if his parents went onto his computer and saw the video, chances are they'd abuse him even more. So what good do you think that would do for him?
I'm just saying. There's a chance it would have been brought up at least once.
I love how you're not even treating this thing seriously. Child abuse and suicide? That's the funniest thing I've heard since Ebola! Way to be sympathetic, Captain Crazification.
Heck, if Emmett started the GoFundMe campaign, then that would have made sense. Or if Emmett advertised it before SuperFunnyBros did, that would have made sense. But no, he didn't. He just sitting down his hand waiting.
Look, girl, if you took the time to write down a script, you'd have better luck getting your points out rather than just pacing around trying to think of what to say. The gears look like they're turning, but you're not going anywhere.
Okay. So what's the second problem? The second problem I brought up is that the prizes were horrendously counterintuitive and stupid. Remember my original video, I criticized there, the more you donate, the more awesome you are. Like, really, man? Attitude. And the reward would get you 1 free video game. So you don't have to walk to GameStop, you know, like this. or get in your car and spend $60. You can spend more than $60 in the comfort of your own home.
Holy crap, you scare me! Well, what were you expecting to get as prizes? A boat made of solid gold? At least they're actually offering the donators compensation rather than having them just give up their money and get nothing in return. You keep trying to debunk SuperFunnyBros, saying that he is a fraud who is trying to screw people out of their money because he has no proof. Well, what proof do you have that he's scheming? All you're doing is speculating because you're trying so hard to be like Asa and the Amazing Atheist, who, by the way, has been exposed several times for e-begging. But no, in your mind, TJ Kincaid is a kind, caring soul who cares about his friends, and SuperFunnyBros is a money-grubbing douchebag. Try again, please.
So, luckily, Youngblood's gonna give us some update videos explaining what's going on. Now, I might cover them, explain and go through each of these to make sure this isn't a qualified scam, because at this point I am downright convinced it is, although I have been wrong before.
Oh, believe me, girl, you've been wrong before. About 104 times, in fact.
I want to make one more thing clear. This was some criticism I got. I am not calling SuperFunnyBros or Emmett or Youngblood scam artists for asking for donations. I'm calling them scamming. I'm saying they're scamming people because that's how it looks, okay? I'm Sifrojo. Peace the frack out.
So really what it all comes down to is our friend here thinks that Youngblood and SuperFunnyBros are acting like con artists because, to him, their campaign looks like a complete scam. Well, I myself can proclaim that this campaign is in fact legit. I have spoken to SuperFunnyBros a few times on Skype, and he has told me that they are in fact trying to get Emmett away from his family to a new place. You see, a while ago, Emmett was trying to come out as a homosexual, but his parents, who are strictly Christians and are against homosexuality, berated him for it, and this included Emmett's father punching him and telling him he was just going through a phase. Now Hobbs and Tom are trying to raise money to afford Emmett a flight to their place in Virginia so that he can get his life back together. It's a very simple process, and so far in the past month, they've raised $875. So, it's not a bad start. As for this kid, well, suffice to say, he's just a complete tryhard trying to stir up trouble and make the campaign look like a joke. But considering his channel only has 17 subs and a bunch of videos with mostly thumbs down, he really isn't much of a threat. So don't listen to what he has to say, guys. And if you're up to donating for Emmett's cause in exchange for a Steam video game of your choice, then go right ahead and check out the page in the description. Peace out, guys.